Oh man. It's been so long since I've played a dropper tycoon like this. I fucking miss it, man. This is the shit. Oh gosh. I don't know what that is, but I did it, I suppose. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Yeah, baby, you're dropping stuff. God, this is exactly how tycoons were meant to be played. This is the best of the world. It's just what E does when I'm not pressing this button. Got it. God, look at all this stuff. Isn't this perfect? Isn't this like how Roblox should be always? All that you should have to do is press button to make. And that's like the perfect experience. I miss when maps were like, I miss when like all tycoons were like this. Now we got these like crazy like, oh, pay 300 Robux to auto collect your cash to do this tycoon faster. And there's not even droppers. It's just like the amount of money you make is proportional to the amount of things you have bought, which is crazy. Just like don't have that be the case. Just have it be like this, where it's automatic and it's just something physical happening. This is how Roblox was meant to be. You know what I fucking miss? I played Brick Bronze so much. I was devastated when Brick Bronze was shut down. I don't think there's a way to play it anymore, but I mean, I didn't know what emulators were. I didn't know I could just be like playing old Pokemon games whenever I wanted. Brick Bronze was like how I did that. It was, I don't know. There's something about it that just can't be replaced, because it was like, I mean, I guess no, I was about to say I guess Pal World has kind of done that, but it was like a not Nintendo branded Pokemon story, and that was so good for me. Like I love that idea. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like with like, you know, Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, I feel like the last good Pokemon game was Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I feel like that was the last good one. And like, I mean, Sword and Shield are okay, but they were kind of trying to capitalize on like the open worldness, and then just like the start of it with that big open patch, and then Scarlet and Violet took that open worldness and just blew it all up. It was like, here, everything, you have access to whatever you want, go everywhere. And I get it, but it's not. I probably would have finished Scarlet. I probably would have finished playing Violet if the game fucking worked. Like, the game was broken everywhere. It was just kind of wild. Like, the Switch is far too old, and the games on it are far too new. It's like the worst of both worlds for the Switch. And there's not really a way to fix it, because Nintendo's kind of shoved themselves in this hole where, like, what they gotta do is this. Like, they've gotta... I don't know. Because, like, if Nintendo stops putting out games, which it looks like they have, I don't think there's gonna be a Pokemon game this year. Given that it's April and, you know, we haven't heard any announcements, as far as I'm aware, from any Nintendo Directs. Like, they've gotta be putting out a console this year or next year. And I know that Nintendo's market is not people like me who really care about the quality of the game. Nintendo's market is children who just don't care. They don't know how to care. And that's fine. But I feel like they're missing out on stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Truly have no idea what's going on. I am enjoying pressing this button, though. Speaking of things that I enjoyed, quote-unquote, I watched the very first Gamera movie, Gamera the Giant Monster. And it was not good. Now, you gotta cut him slack. It was from 1965, in black and white, but that's not what I have the problem with. It's not like, oh, this isn't up to my visual standards. It's like, it's just not, like, the pacing is terrible. Everything happens way too fast. There's barely any movie in the movie. It's just not very good of a movie. Now, Princess Bride, that's a movie. But speaking of, how many of you guys have seen Princess Bride? Because I don't know, I haven't seen it in like 2 years, but my name is Inigo Montoya, you killed my father, prepare to die. I love it. One of the two movies I truly have enjoyed ever. The other one being Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Those are like the two movies that I would say are good. 8,000? Okay. Like, other than that, movies just don't do it for me. I mean, like, and it's not like I haven't seen movies. I've seen like 2 or 3 Disney movies. I've seen like every Marvel movie from Iron Man up to Endgame. Whatever the last one in the Thanos series of movies was. Like, I've seen all of them. And they're just... Oh, I guess I saw the newest Thor movie also. But, like, it wasn't good. It was just eye cocaine. And, you know, it's not what I want. I'm gonna sound like an ass here. Especially to people who have aphantasia or otherwise have trouble imagining things, visualizing stuff. But I do believe this. If a book gets turned into a movie, which is not the case with all movies, but when it is that case, the book is always superior to the movie because my imagination is always superior to the imagination of the person that made the movie. Because my imagination, based on the story I'm given in a book, is exactly the way I want the world to be. And so when someone else gets to decide how the world is, it's not as good for me. And so I'm just not as big of a fan of movies as an art form because it takes away from my ability to partake in the story-making experience that books provide. That's what I feel I'm missing from movies. That, like, books do so well. What's over here? I'm a little eepy. It's like 9:30 at night, and I'm just doing this and talking because I got nothing else to do. What else did I want to talk about? There's been stuff on my mind. There must have been. Oh, so the reason I was talking about Gamera is because I just finished writing a movie review for that movie. For my Asian history class. I realized that movie might not have a huge amount to do with Asian history, but it is, you know, it's old, so it's history, and it's a Japanese movie, so it's Asia. But more specifically, it's like kind of like the Japanese perspective on the Cold War that was going on at the time. So I think it's important, as at least as like a kind of like a time capsule of Japanese opinion. I think it's important in that way. What is this thing I've got? I don't think platinum looks like that. But I'm not a platinum expert, so what do I know? Oh, a titanium mine. For all that titanium. I was considering doing this instead of just like a random Roblox thing, doing a another Trackmania video, but I just couldn't think of anything good enough to do. I mean, I could have like hunted a map for half an hour, but it would have to be a map that like I need an author medal on or something that I also simultaneously suck at, but I don't suck at it enough. Like, it's not Rally Car, so I don't hate it, but I suck at it enough that like it'll just take me a while. And I think I kind of exhausted that. Like, Rally Car sucks for me. It might not suck for everybody, but it sucks for me as a keyboard player. Still haven't gotten used to the basically mandatory action keys yet. And it's just tough. I really enjoy the stadium car, and I kind of like the snow car, but the rally car is just so punishing. And you know, I had used action keys before, like back when bobsleigh required like action key 3, I think it was, or 4, and even back when action keys were a 0 to 10 scale. Which I do think they should bring back, since they have included now the rally car, which makes action keys very important. Like, I would love to be able to, like, with my right hand, switch between action keys, like 30%, 40%, and 50%. Because, like, right now, I'm stuck between using 40% and 60%, but 60% is always too much. And 40% is sometimes not enough. And sometimes it's too much. So like a 30, 40, 50 would be great to have just on my right hand while I'm playing with my left hand, you know? Osmium. Interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I, I don't know. I know that they're like really focused on adding new content right now more than they are on like fixing all the shit they've done. Nadeo is, but like, I feel like reinstating the old action key system would not be too hard, and you know the key binding is already incredibly flexible, so it wouldn't be too hard to let people just use however many action keys they want. I really don't think simplifying the action key system to 1 through 5 was good. I just don't think it was a positive change. I think if anyone needed that, they could have just rebound the keys. But I'm not Nadeo. Maybe they know something I don't. They probably know something I don't. They probably know a lot of things I don't about Trackmania. They're adding the desert car, right? I feel like I remember the desert car being extremely similar to the rally car. Or maybe, no. The desert car was the one that flipped over really fast. It had like insane grip and would like freak out, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Ooh. I like these walls. Very nice. Very snazzy. I'm kind of curious about these 100,000 cost things. Could be fun. What else is there to talk about? I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? This very repetitive music that's killing me. It's actually not that bad. It's kind of a bop. Kind of a little bit of bop. Audio. Never mind then. If it's not stream safe, it's not video safe, so we will not be using that legacy audio. So, wait, are these like, do I get rewards or something? No, I just have them. That's useless then. Useless, I say. Useless. That is useless. Crystal mine, babes. We making that crystal. Making that good shit. Oh, that thing's fucking tiny. God, it's like the diamond industry. Alright, how much money is that gonna make me? I think it was a jump of a couple thousand. That's pretty big. Yeah, that looks like about 1,500 jump. That's really nice. Like, this is... I really miss old Roblox. Like, new Roblox, even this is too much UI for me. Like, I really miss, like, no UI. Just like, oh, fuck yeah. That is something I've always really appreciated about Roblox, is that the model builders, the people who build these things, are so talented. And I mean, I realize it's like a rectangle on top of a rectangle on top of a rectangle to make like a complex shape, but like, I didn't do that. That's work they did. And I'm always very impressed by it. You know what I mean? Like, sure, like, could I have made this? Yeah, probably. Did I make it? No. They did. And that makes it very cool. Very cool of them to have made it. I know it's kind of a contentious topic in the modern art community. Is people who think like, oh, this yellow square is not art because I could have made that yellow square. And it's doing two things, in my opinion. One, they're right. They could have made the yellow square. But they didn't. Someone else made the yellow square. They wouldn't have even thought to make a yellow square, because to them it's an incredibly mundane thing. But for someone else to have made this yellow square, it must have a meaning to them. But also, I think saying like, oh, if I can do it, then it's not art, is doing an incredible disservice to yourself, right? No, I mean, you can do art. And if you can do it and it is art, then clearly things you're capable of doing can be art. Part of this, I think, is that art museums do a terrible job of explaining anything. And perhaps that's intentional. Like, oh, everyone is supposed to find out the meaning of the art to themselves. What does it mean to you, right? Like, okay, sure. But put the description in anyway. People who want to discover what the art means to them on their own will do that. And people who want to know why this yellow square is in the museum will get to learn that too. And then we can get all of these people who are like, I could make that, that's not art, to shut up. And I think that'd be good. And that the fact that it's also, I remember there's one art piece, modern art piece, that I think a lot of people, if they saw it in a museum, would say, oh, this is dumb. But when you see the whole set together, it's like really cool. I don't know what it's called. I don't know who made it, but it's like a set of like a couple hundred, maybe just 100. It's like a square of color inside a larger square of color on a square canvas. And the whole idea behind it is like, sure, there's simple colors and simple shapes, but what do these shapes together, how is that different than like if it's 2 shades of red, what is the experience difference between the darker shade being on the outside versus the inside? What is the difference if it's on the whatever the reverse of what I just said is, right? And that is, I think, is super cool, like playing with how colors make you feel and think. But if you see just like 1 or 2 of those in a museum, without the context of all of that, you're gonna look at those and think, that's stupid, that's not art, I could do that. And so I think it's actually kind of fair. These people are like, well, this isn't impressive or art. Like, what even is this? Because it's not explained anywhere at all, ever. And it should be. Because a lot of people who go to art museums are not interested in your art snobbery, right? They just want to see cool stuff. And even if it doesn't look visually cool, they want to understand why it is cool. Because clearly, it is cool. It's here, right? But why is it cool? They want to know that. And if you don't tell them, they're going to say, well, this just isn't cool. And then they're going to be even more put off when you say things like, well, fuck you, it is cool. Maybe pick up a book. But they're not really all that interested in it. They just wanted to look at art. I don't know. I feel like there's an amount of douchebaggery among artists that isn't very cool. You know? Oh, 3 million? Oh, interesting. Just a separate upgrader that I have to charge myself. That's kind of way more fun. Let's do this ore polisher. Make more money per money. God, I've got so much money. We're gonna be able to buy both of these things immediately. Whew. Oh, look at all that money. Oh, the opal one looks so cool. Oh, I love that. Maybe I'm just easily impressed. But, I mean, like, look at this shit. It's bangs. Garnet. We're getting all the crystal gems back together, guys. Wow, I don't even have to, like, go press this button to make all this money anymore. But now I get, like, the satisfaction of, like, all of these cool, colorful things moving along a conveyor belt. And I just get to watch all the pretty colors. Like, that's the point. That's why these tycoons are the best. Is because you get to experience this. Like, there's like a reason for this, you know? I look fucking stupid. What is the point of the armory? I don't care. I want my dropper. Oh, see? This is so cool looking. Gosh, I love these so much. Aquamarine. Look at how pretty that is. You're gonna look at me in my face and tell me that's not pretty? Fuck you. Peridot. That's my birthstone. I was birthed on that stone. That's what that means, right? Am I making like millions per thing? That's so cool. Gosh, this is fun. My silly little numbers going up so fast. Remember when things were costing... Oh. Whoa. That's such a cool animation. Show me Topaz, come on. Okay, I guess not. Oh, Alexandria. Oh, there's Topaz. Hell yeah. Radioactive. That sounds so cool. This is fun. Everybody should be having fun always. And when people aren't having fun, that should be fixed. Everyone should have fun. Everybody should try to have fun where possible, and try not to ruin other people's fun where possible also. It's always better to be having fun. 500 million, that's so many. Oh god. That's big. Jeepers creepers. Oh, it's like a little, it's like a mirror. It's like a turtle. Promethium. Is that real? I haven't checked up on my periodic table of elements recently, but Promethium real? That's sick. Oh. What? A warp? That's so fun. Polonium, that one's real. I know that one. 500 billion? With a B? Jetpack? Trillions? Whoa. Well, let me buy some potted trees real quick. Gotta get this place looking nice. Radium? Isn't that like what killed all those people? Like the radium girls? Isn't that what that was? Oh shit. Oh yeah, radium's like the green one. No, that's uranium. Is radium green also? I thought it was just uranium that was like green. And like the... Maybe it's the complete opposite. Maybe radium's the green one and uranium... No, but like uranium glass is green. I have no idea. Californium. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna guess promethium is real. Is a real thing. Given that all of the other ones are things I've recognized. 500 billion is crazy. Was there anything else left upstairs? I kind of want to check it out. God, I love that warp. That's so fun. It's so fun and cool. Alright. Well, now I've got everything from out here. Is there anything outside that, like, I would need all this shit for? I guess there is. Slay dragon bags. Got a quest. See, that's also fun. Quests are awesome. Now I'm like even more excited. I wish more Roblox games were like this. You know what there was also that I missed that I haven't seen in forever? There was a Roblox, like action RPG. It was like it looks like you're a pirate. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and it was like super fun. And I just don't remember what it was called, and I don't know if it still exists even. It was like, it was the most well-built, well-thought-out Roblox RPG I've ever seen in my life. I would bet I have hundreds of hours in it. But, I don't know. It just kind of went away, or ran away. And I don't know how to get back to it. I'm very sad about that. Oh, obsidian is a weird thing to be after all of these radioactive elements, actually. Kind of strange. But maybe kind of fun. Oh, and I get to expand my refinery again. Look at all this fun. Alright, well, I'm gonna end this at here. Because we're at episode time. I don't know if anyone enjoyed this. I did. I had fun. Bye, everybody.